Hello everyone, welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
I'm Scott.
Thank you for joining us today. Interesting subject today, yeah?
Yeah. Talking about the moon.
Talking about the moon. So, lunar researchers have made a stunning discovery that could make colonization a very real and feasible possibility. In the Nature Astronomy Journal, two scientists wrote this journal. A team of Italian-led scientists reported the discovery of a cave and tunnel on the surface of the moon in the Sea of Tranquility, also called Mare Tranquillitatis.
Okay.
Is that Roman? Yeah.
Easy for you to say.
The Sea of Tranquility stretches 500 miles across, can be seen by the naked eye, and was the location where Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin stepped onto the moon's surface as part of the Apollo 11. Were you there? 1969?
Yeah,
you watched
I remember
it?
I watched that. Yeah,
I was
fascinating.
I was 2 years old. I didn't watch it.
My dad worked for the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Yeah,
That
He was
transmitted all
probably
that stuff.
involved in that, yeah, some way or another. The cave was most likely created by the collapse of a lava tube, and we're going to explain how scientists think that. The cave scientists discovered is about 250 miles from the Apollo 11 landing site. And here's a picture of the cave entrance. As you can see, it's estimated that the cave entrance is 100 meters wide and several dozen meters long and about 130 to 170 meters deep. You can see how the orbiter flying across takes pictures of it, and you can see the cross section, kind of like an ants thing. You got with a cave in a collapse, and then you got the lava tubes.
This is cool.
It's really cool. Researchers think this is just one of possibly hundreds of pits on the moon and thousands of lava tubes. Here's how the scientists discovered this exciting geological formation.
Okay, so researchers analyzed radar measurements from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter and compared those results with lava tubes here on Earth. Researchers visited the volcanic caves in Lanzarote, Spain, as part of the work in studying the lunar cave. Here's a bird's eye view captured from the lunar orbiter.
Yeah, it looks like that bird's eye view, like you're looking down, big old circular hole, yeah. And obviously from the last picture we saw, it's like a cave-in occurred, so there's rock, on the bottom, it's sloping.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So the cave has a skylight on the moon's surface, probably from a cave-in or a lava tube, or of a lava tube, leading down to the overhanging walls from a rock pile below the skylight from the cave-in. This is really fascinating to me.
It is.
It's most likely made millions of years ago when lava flowed, thus creating a tunnel through the rock.
So the most fascinating stuff is coming up.
Okay. So this could be the location of an excellent lunar-based Professors Bruzzoni and Carrere, is that correct?
Italian guys.
Okay. The scientists,
Bruzzoni, Carrere.
Yeah. The scientists who study and publish the findings. They surmise that life on Earth started in caves, so why not the moon? I guess
makes sense.
Yeah. Perhaps robots could further explore the cave.
See what's in there, yeah.
Yeah, or man, let's send some men back to the moon. I mean, we did it once before. We did it a couple times.
They're going back.
We got to go back.
One of the problems of colonization of any moon or planet is radiation from the sun. So far, the Earth is the only planet or moon that has a firmament, that blue little film up there that you see. The firmament filters most of the sun's radiation. I mean, we still have to watch out. We got to put sunscreen because we'll get burned.
Right.
It would be necessary to have a subterranean dwelling pods to naturally block out the solar radiation. So subterranean, under the ground, living pods down there linked together maybe, so that above you blocks out the radiation.
Using these solar tubes, right? Or lunar tubes. You can do that, right?
Yeah, the lava tubes, yeah. So temperatures on a lunar surface range from negative 173 Celsius on the dark side and 127 Celsius on the light side. So it's got some extreme hot and cold, right? So you don't want to be caught out in that. So it makes sense to be subterranean, right? Previous research suggests that underground caves have an average temperature of 17 Celsius. That's 62.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, that's definitely livable.
That's livable, yeah.
I'd settle for that right now.
Oh, yeah. But you'd have to have a mask to breathe air.
Right.
You can't just go out and just frolic. You got to
Yeah.
have a mask. But you could probably go out without a spacesuit if it's 62.6. It's unknown if critical resources such as water, ice, and other minerals can be found in the lava tubes. This needs to be tested by human exploration. It's critical to have ice or water on the moon. Very critical. We're going to find out why.
All right, so water in the form of ice would be essential for establishing a base. Water can be converted into hydrogen and oxygen, obviously.
Yeah.
Both are components of liquid.
H2O.
Yeah, liquid rocket fuel, and and we have it here, right?
Yeah, and if you've got rocket fuel on the moon, that means that's a launching pad to go to other places.
Right.
Yeah.
Or definitely. Because that was one of the big deals with Apollo was getting stuff back. Anyway, if the discovery is made of ice, then this would be the optimum location for a staging base for further exploration of the solar system, colonization of Mars, and even deeper into space exploration.
Yeah. So, I mean, think about it. When we have the automobile, that opened up commerce, between counties, eventually between states, opened up the railroad, led to the airplane. I mean, it just opened up just from, like an automobile. So if we get this base, we could have so many technological advances to get us out in the solar system in deep space,
Yeah. So NASA's preparing to send its first crew to the moon in more than a half century. Artemis 1 successfully tested NASA's Orion spacecraft and Space Launch System, which flew 1.4 million miles to and from the moon, unmanned.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
It is cool.
Really
yeah.
cool.
Artemis 2 will repeat, but with astronauts on board. Spacesuits and landing craft are still in development. Expect this to be completed in late 2025.
Like end of next year.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this is
probably
happening.
looking at a launch maybe early 2026, middle 2026. Yeah.
SpaceX has been hired to develop the Lunar Ascent Module that will transport astronauts from the Orion spacecraft to the surface of the moon.
Totally cool. I mean,
Private
this is
enterprise, man. Get it involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, get that exploration. Look for minerals. That quintillion-dollar asteroid that we saw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is for me. It's breathtaking. I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I think it's breathtaking.
Well, and I like the idea of getting private enterprise involved.
Yeah.
Take that off of the
Government's
taxpayer.
plate.
We don't have to pay for that. And I mean, not that I don't have money. Putting money.
But it's the
towards
lowest
that.
bid. You know what I'm saying? And the lowest bid, you can have O-rings that fail or tiles that come off during
Exactly.
liftoff, you know what I'm saying?
And SpaceX is Musk, right? That's
Yeah.
his deal.
Yeah.
He don't skimp.
No.
No,
and he's got that technology now where the rocket comes back down and comes back out and it just lands on a landing pad.
Right.
Which the federal government never did that. It makes sense to do that. That's the next evolution.
Right.
To be able to land.
Yeah. No, this is really cool stuff. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, we'll be letting you know. We've had a couple segments on the moon, with the minerals found there and
Right.
proto-Earth, and so we'll be watching. After this, if we get a base on there, it's Mars. I'm telling you, we'll send a orbital. I think we have an orbital already around Mars to start mapping.
We've done that.
We've got to look
before,
into
yeah.
that. Maybe we'll do a segment on that. But totally fascinating. Anyways,
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And we're still stoked from having Pinball on yesterday. That was pretty cool.
That was amazing.
He's a cool guy.
He is a cool guy.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Yeah. All right.
All right, talk to you
Guys,
later.
have a great day. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Take care.